want you to think about yesterday, not your English class, not your study app, not your vocabulary notebook, just your normal, ordinary yesterday.
You woke up and checked your phone. Maybe you read a notification. Maybe you scrolled through something. Maybe you watched a short video.
Then you went through your day. You listened to music. You watched something in the evening. You read a label on a product. You followed instructions on an app.
Now here is the question. How much of that was in English?
More than you think, much more. And here's the bigger question. Were you learning English the whole time without even realizing it?
Today we are going to show you that English is already hiding inside your normal daily life. You are already touching it every single day. You just have not learned to see it yet.
Welcome to Easy English Learning. I'm Belen.
And I'm Clive. Once you see the English around you, you will never look at your day the same way again. Let us begin.
Clive, before we get into the main topic, I want to ask you something that might surprise our listeners. How much English do you think the average person already encounters in a normal day without studying at all?
That is a fascinating question, and honestly, when I first thought about it, I was surprised by my own answer. I think most people touch English for somewhere between 60 and 90 minutes every single day without counting it as learning. They just do not notice it because it does not feel like a lesson.
60 to 90 minutes. That is more than most people say they have time to study. So, what kind of daily moments are we talking about?
Things like reading English app menus and buttons on their phone, watching YouTube videos or short clips with English in them, hearing English lyrics in songs they play while cooking or commuting, reading product descriptions while shopping online, even playing mobile games that use English instructions and dialogue.
So, the English is genuinely already there, it is just not being used intentionally.
Exactly, and the difference between a learner who grows quickly and one who stays stuck is often not the amount of English around them. It is whether they are noticing and engaging with it or just letting it pass by.
So, Clive, let us help our listeners understand this idea more deeply. What is the best way to think about hidden English in daily life?
The best picture I can give is this. Imagine you moved into a new house. For the first few weeks, you do not notice the small details, the pattern on the ceiling, the sound the floorboards make, the way light comes through a specific window in the morning. But one day, someone points one of those details out to you, and suddenly, you cannot stop noticing it. You see it every single day from that moment forward.
So, the detail was always there. You just needed someone to point at it first?
Precisely. English in your daily life is exactly like that. The words on your phone screen, the lyrics in your earphones, the subtitles on your screen, the instructions on your food packaging, they were always there. You just moved through them without stopping.
And the moment you start noticing, the learning begins, without adding a single extra minute to your day.
There is a really fitting idiom here. Fish do not notice the water they swim in. It means we stop seeing the things that surround us every day because they become invisible through familiarity. English learners swim in English every day. They just do not realize they are swimming.
And today we are teaching our listeners to notice the water. Once you notice it, you can use it. And using it, as we always say on this podcast, is where the real learning lives.
Exactly. Input is everywhere. The question is whether you are letting it wash over you or actually drinking it in.
Clive, let me share a story that really brings this idea to life. Because I think when listeners hear this, something will click for them.
Please go ahead. I think stories always make the concept real in a way that explanations alone cannot.
Meet Yuna. She is 24 years old, originally from South Korea, currently studying graphic design. She told us she felt completely stuck with her English. Her speaking was slow, her vocabulary felt limited, and she could not understand fast English conversations.
So, a very common picture for an intermediate learner. What was her daily routine like?
Here's the interesting part. Yuna spent roughly 2 hours every day on her phone. She followed design accounts on social media. Most of them posted in English. She watched design tutorial videos on YouTube, almost all in English. She used editing software with English menus and tools, and she listened to a playlist of international music, mostly English songs, while she worked.
So she was surrounded by English for 2 hours every day without recognizing it as learning at all.
Not at all. She described it to us like this: I never connected those moments to my English. They were just part of my work and my hobby. I thought learning English only happened when I sat down with a textbook.
That belief that learning only happens at a desk with a book is something so many learners carry. So, what shifted for Yuna?
She made one small decision. She started treating those 2 hours differently. Instead of just scrolling past English captions on design posts, she read them properly and noted one new phrase per post. Instead of watching tutorials passively, she pressed pause when she heard an unfamiliar word and repeated it out loud. Instead of letting English songs play as background noise, she looked up the lyrics of one song per week and read them while listening.
So she did not change what she was doing. She changed how she was doing it.
Exactly. Same phone, same apps, same playlist, just different eyes and ears. And within 6 weeks, her reading speed improved noticeably. She started using design vocabulary naturally in conversations. Her listening became sharper because she had trained herself to catch words rather than let them float past.
She turned invisible English into visible learning without adding a single extra hour to her day.
And that is available to every single person listening right now. The English is already there. You just have to decide to see it.
So, how do our listeners actually start doing this? Belen, let us give them 3 specific ways to find and use the hidden English already in their day.
Tip 1: turn your phone into an English teacher. Most people's phones are set to their native language. Change your phone settings to English today. Every menu, every notification, every button becomes a small English lesson without any extra effort.
And what about people who worry they will get confused by the settings?
The confusion only lasts 1 or 2 days. After that, the new words become familiar. And those words, settings, notifications, display, storage, permissions, are practical everyday English that most textbooks never even cover. Your phone teaches you the English of real modern life.
That is such a simple but powerful shift. Tip 2. Adopt one English media habit. Pick one thing you already enjoy. A type of music, a category of YouTube videos, a style of social media content, and make it your English input habit. One specific thing, not everything at once.
Why just one thing? Would more not be better?
Because when you try to change everything at once, nothing sticks. One focused habit becomes automatic quickly. Then adding a second habit later becomes easy. But starting with one clear commitment, for example, every morning I will watch one 5-minute English video related to something I genuinely enjoy, is something your brain can hold and repeat. The key word is genuinely. It has to be something you actually care about. Interest is the engine that drives attention, and attention is what turns input into learning.
Interest is the engine. I really like that. Tip 3: collect one phrase per day from real life.
That sounds very manageable. Can you walk us through exactly how that works?
Of course, Every day, just one phrase, not a word list, not 5 sentences. One phrase that you encounter naturally in your day. Maybe it is something you read in a caption. Maybe it is a line from a song. Maybe it is something a character says in a show you are watching. One phrase, write it down, say it out loud 3 times, then try to use it once before the end of the day, in a sentence, in your journal, or in a comment online.
One phrase per day is 365 phrases in a year. Real phrases from real life, not from a textbook. That is a vocabulary that actually sounds natural when you speak.
And there is an idiom that captures this perfectly. Drop by drop fills the bucket. It means small, consistent additions build into something large over time. One phrase today seems tiny, but 365 phrases from real life next year is genuinely transformational.
Vocabulary time. 4 words from today's episode. Belen, let us walk through them together.
And listeners, the challenge is the same as always. Pick one word, build your own sentence, and say it out loud or write it in the comments. That single action moves you from passive listener to active learner. Word 1. Intentional. Intentional means doing something on purpose with a clear goal, not by accident or habit. The opposite of intentional is automatic. I want to be more intentional about the English I see every day, not just let it pass by.
Word 2. Encounter. To encounter something means to come across it or meet it, often without planning to. You encounter English every day in your normal life. I encounter English words every time I open my phone. Now I pay attention to them.
Word 3, absorb. To absorb means to take something in deeply, like a sponge soaking up water. When you absorb English, you are not just hearing it. You are letting it become part of you. When I read English captions carefully instead of scrolling past, I absorbed much more vocabulary.
Word 4. Consistent. We have used this word before in our series because it is truly one of the most important words in language learning. Consistent means doing something regularly over time. Not perfectly, but repeatedly. I am not perfect every day, but I am consistent. I find one English phrase in my daily life every single day.
Your challenge, one sentence with one of these words. Out loud right now, or written in the comments below. One sentence from your real life in your real voice.
Belen, before we wrap up, can you leave our listeners with the clearest possible summary of today?
Absolutely. Here is the truth we shared today. You do not need more hours in your day to improve your English. You need to see the hours you already have differently. English is hiding inside your phone, your music, your videos, your apps, and your daily habits. It has been there all along, invisible only because you were not looking for it.
3 ways to start seeing it today. Change your phone language to English and let your daily tech become your teacher. Choose one English media habit connected to something you genuinely love. And collect one real phrase every day from the English already around you.
Remember Yuna. She did not find extra time. She found English in the time she already had. The same 2 hours she was already spending, just with different intention.
Your daily life is already full of English. You are already swimming in it. Today, start noticing the water.
Share one place in your normal day where you already encounter English without thinking about it. Write it in the comments. Your answer might open someone else's eyes too.
If today's episode gave you a new way of seeing your day, please like this video, subscribe to Easy English Learning, and send this episode to one person who keeps saying they have no time to learn English.
Because after today, that excuse is gone.
This was Easy English Learning. I'm Clive.
And I'm Belaine. Keep your eyes open, keep learning, and we will see you in the next episode. Until then, stay curious.